today's lesson will be on multiplying fractions. There are 3 simple steps to multiply fractions. First, multiply the top numbers, the numerators. Second, multiply the bottom numbers, the denominators. Third, simplify, if the fraction needs it. We're going to walk through example number 1. 1/2 times 2/5. Step 1, you have to multiply the top numbers together. So you multiply 1 times 2, which gives you 2. Second step, you have to multiply the bottom numbers together. 2 times 5, which equals 10. Last, step 3, you must simplify the fraction. 2/10 can both be divided by 2. So whatever you divide the top by, you must divide the bottom by. 2 divided by 2 is 1, and 10 divided by 2 is 5. Therefore, the answer is 1/5. Let's take a look at this problem with pizza. Here you can see the pizzas, and we have 2/5 of the pizza in the first image. The next image shows us 1/2 times 2/5. When you multiply this, you come up with 2/10, which is really 1/5 of the pizza. Do you see that half of 2/5 is 2/10? Do you also see that 2/10 in simplest form is 1/5? Let's try another example. 1/3 times 9/16. Well, some of you may have already learned how to cross simplify. If you have 1/3 times 9/16, you can look at the 3 and the 9 and know that both of those numbers are divisible by 3. If you were to divide 3 by 3, you would come up with 1. And if you were to divide 9 by 3, you would come up with 3. Now you can rewrite your problem and continue your multiplication straight across. Multiply the numerator times the numerator. 1 times 3, which is 3. Multiply the denominator by the denominator. 1 times 16, which is 16. 3/16 would be the answer. Now let's say you did this problem without simplifying. If you were to complete this problem without simplifying, first you would multiply numerator times numerator. 1 times 9 is 9. And 3 times 16 is 48. But now you have to simplify the problem. Now, in order to simplify, you would divide both the top and the bottom by 3. 9 divided by 3 is 3. 48 divided by 3 is 16. So either way you did it, you could cross simplify first, or you could simplify at the end. But you come up with 3/16 both times. All right. We also have fractions and whole numbers. What about multiplying fractions and whole numbers? Well, the first thing that you need to remember is anytime you have a whole number, just like this 5, you can always put a 1 underneath of it, and it means the same thing. Well, try it on your calculator. Type in 5 divided by 1. You're going to get 5. So let's look at a problem. All right, so let's try 5 times 1/2. Well, the first thing that you have to do is you have to put the 5 over a 1 times 1/2. Now what you're going to do is you are going to multiply straight across numerator times numerator, then denominator times denominator. Well, 5 times 1 is 5, and 1 times 2 is 2. We are going to leave this as an improper fraction. Next, we're going to talk about multiplying mixed fractions. Before you can multiply mixed fractions, you must first convert it to an improper fraction. Then you will follow the steps of how to multiply fractions, just as we did before. I will show you how to convert it back to a mixed fraction after we're done. Here's the first example. What is 1 3/8 times 3? Think of this as pizzas. 1 3/8 is one pizza and 3/8 of another pizza. So if you were to divide the entire pizza into 8 sections, you have 1 full pizza and 3 slices out of 8. Then you have to convert the mixed fraction 1 3/8 to an improper fraction. How do you convert a mixed number into an improper fraction? Well, here's what you're going to do. You are going to take the denominator and multiply it by the whole number. So 8 times 1 equals 8. Then you are going to add that to the numerator. 8 plus 3 equals 11. And you're going to put that over the original denominator of 8. So you are going to, step 1, multiply. So you will multiply the denominator and the whole number. Add that answer to the numerator, the top number. Then you're going to place the entire answer over the original denominator. So now, if you cut the pizza, you would cut the pizza into 11/8, which is shown in this image. Now you are going to multiply that by 3. So you are going to take 11/8 and you are going to multiply that by 3 over 1. Well, look at the image. You have 33/8. Now, to turn this back into an improper fraction, to turn this into a mixed number, you are going to take 33 and divide it by 8. A fraction, both of these two things mean the exact same thing. 33 divided by 8 or 33/8 is a division problem. So now you're going to practice your long division. How many groups of 8 can go into 33? Can you take a group of 8 out of 3? No, you cannot. So you must place a 0 above it. Well, how many groups of 8 can you take out of 33? Okay, so look at your pizza. You can take 1 full group, 2 full groups, 3 full groups, and then you need 8 pieces of pizza to make up another full group. So you have 3 here and 3 here. So these 3 can go onto this pizza. 2 of these can go onto this pizza. So now you have another full group. So you know you can take 4 groups out. 8 times 4 is, that's right, 32. When you subtract 33 minus 32, you know you're left with 1 piece, which is right here. But remember, we wrote this as a decimal, but if you're writing this as a mixed number, here's what you're going to do. Now you are going to analyze this. Okay? This top number is going to be your whole number. This bottom number 1 is going to be your numerator. And this 8 right here is going to be your denominator. So 33/8 is the same as 4 1/8. Look at the pizzas. You have 4 full pizzas and 1/8, 1 slice left over. Here it shows you. It moves all the pizzas to 4 full pizzas with 1 left over. That concludes our lesson.